The top stories. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed urges honesty and charity beyond Ramadan. And contestant parties pledge free and fair election. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to EBC English News. With the news, I'm Shifara Olako, and thank you indeed for watching us. Do stay with us. Now, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has extended his warmest congratulations to the Muslim community on the occasion of Eid al-Fitr. In his message today, Abiy framed the holiday as a vital moment for spiritual renewal and national reconciliation. He characterized Eid al-Fitr as a festival of blessings following the holy month of Ramadan, emphasizing that the discipline of fasting and prayer should translate into lasting character, urging the faithful to maintain the spirit of honesty, humility, and charity practiced during the month. Abiy called the upcoming elections a critical gateway to a new era, warning that a democratic system cannot thrive without order, law, and active citizen participation. Ethiopia's prosperity will not be realized by the poverty of its citizens, the Prime Minister remarked, highlighting that the nation's strength is a direct reflection of the peace and enrichment of its people. Moving on, Ethiopia has officially shattered the 10 gigawatt electricity generation threshold, cementing its status as a premier global leader in green energy, with over 96% of national consumption now derived from renewable sources. Minister of Water and Energy Habtamu Itafa announced that this monumental surge is the result of a relentless national strategy to harness hydropower, wind, solar, and geothermal resources to build a resilient, low-carbon energy system. He asserted that the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD remains the centerpiece of this transformation, significantly boosting domestic access while facilitating aggressive regional power trade across the East African region. The minister disclosed that the government has invested heavily in cross-border transmission infrastructure to strengthen regional energy security and accelerate industrialization. And now in our election update for the hour, political parties throughout Ethiopia have officially reaffirmed their unwavering commitment to delivering a free, fair, and democratic 7th general election, labeling the process a critical engine for national legitimacy and nation building. According to the National Electoral Board of Ethiopia, NEB, voter registration launched on March 7, 2026, utilizing both physical polling stations and innovative digital platforms to ensure an inclusive, transparent process ahead of the June polls. Party leaders asserted that they are strictly adhering to the Electoral Code of Conduct to preserve national stability and foster a culture of peaceful idea-based competition. President of the Ethiopian National Unity Party, Zarihun ገብረ-እግዚአብሔር, reported that the upcoming vote represents a vital step toward sustainable development and democratic governance. Likewise, Netsanet Taso, president of the Wollo People's Democratic Party, underscored that the utilization of digital systems for candidate registration has radically enhanced electoral efficiency. And now moving to other stories, German Deputy Ambassador to Ethiopia, Ferdinand von Weyer, says the long-standing bilateral cooperation between Ethiopia and Germany, grounded in shared values, continues to grow stronger across multiple sectors. Let's take a deeper dive into the story.
Ethiopia and Germany's 120 years of diplomatic relations continue to serve as a strong foundation for deepening cooperation across multiple sectors. Germany's Deputy Ambassador to Ethiopia, Ferdinand von Weyen, emphasized that the long-standing partnership is not only driven by governments, but is also strongly reinforced by people-to-people ties. According to him, cooperation in the agriculture sector remains one of the most important and enduring areas of engagement, focusing on improving productivity, reducing post-harvest loss, and strengthening market access.
Cooperation in the agriculture sector is a very strong one, a very important one, and a very long-standing one. And let me add here that it is not only the official development cooperation, but there is so much commitment by private NGO, by private donors, by public in Germany to donate for cooperation through NGOs with other countries, among others with Ethiopia. And this, I think, is a very good signal of international solidarity. It's not only government-driven, but it's also peoples-driven.
Elaborating further, the Deputy Ambassador highlighted that this year also marks the 120th anniversary of the Aksum expedition, an important joint archaeological undertaking between German and Ethiopian experts, reflecting the deep historical and cultural collaboration between the two countries.
This is a very important year for us in our bilateral cooperation. You might remember that last year we had 120 years of bilateral diplomatic relation. Now this year is the year of 120 years of the Aksum expedition, which was undertaken with German and Ethiopians 120 years ago. And I'm very happy to say that it is not something only back in history, but even today there is a strong cooperation in the field of archaeology. You might know Yeha, the temple and the city of Yeha, close to Adwa, where German archaeologists are working these days together with their Ethiopian comrades and colleagues.
In the area of education, the Deputy Ambassador noted that last year marked the 70th anniversary of the German school in Addis Ababa, describing it as an important platform for interaction and exchange, including official engagements between the two nations.
Last year we had 70 years of the German school here in Addis Ababa, and some of my children go to that school, and I experienced myself that it is a very good point of meeting, because one thing is always, the official interaction between governments, but in the end it is a cooperation between people meeting people. It is the interaction of artists meeting artists. It is the as I was mentioning, the question of scientists meeting scientists, universities cooperation, and also children meeting children, because many of these children are Ethiopians or of Ethiopian background meeting German or other children from other nationalities. So I'm very happy about this very strong cooperation in many fields between Ethiopia and Germany.
Ethiopia and Germany share formal diplomatic relations spanning more than a century, and this enduring partnership continues to be characterized by strong cooperation in development, economic, cultural, social, and political spheres.
The Industrial Parks Development Corporation (IPDC) has officially dismantled the banking monopoly within Ethiopia's Special Economic Zones (SEZs), opening these strategic hubs to all financial institutions to drive global competitiveness. Chief Officer for Operations and Park Management at the IPDC, Fitsum Katamam, said during a high-level consultation in Addis Ababa that the shift from a single provider model to a competitive banking environment is designed to revolutionize service delivery for over 290 domestic and foreign investors. He asserted that while the Commercial Bank of Ethiopia previously held exclusive access, the new liberalized framework will catalyze the $1.5 billion government investments already anchored in these 14 industrial clusters. Fitsum further emphasized that the National Bank of Ethiopia will now issue specific directives for licensing, private banks to operate within these zones as mandated by the recently operationalized SEZ proclamation. He recommended that the 31 public and private financial institutions represented at the forum take immediate advantage of this regulatory opening to bolster manufacturing and export performance. Moving on, Ethiopia's accelerating economic reforms and expanding global engagement are strengthening investor confidence and positioning the country from a promising economic future, according to Indian investor Rajiv Sharma. The investor also pointed out that these recent diplomatic efforts have deepened ties with key international partners, unlocking new opportunities for investment and collaboration. Shagai Matao takes it from here.
Rajiv Sharma, who has lived in Ethiopia for nearly 20 years, said the country's economic reforms and expanding global diplomatic engagement are boosting investor confidence and creating new opportunities for international investment and cooperation. He noted that since 2018, Ethiopia has been opening previously restricted sectors to foreign investors through its homegrown economic reform agenda, strengthening its appeal as an investment destination.
As you very well know, that since 2018, Ethiopia has started homegrown economic reform, under which many new policies came and which opened very many sectors which were previously restricted. So it is a big opportunity for the foreign investors now. They can invest in those sectors which were not open for them before, like retail sector. We are just seeing now the foreign investment is coming, even in export. Foreign investors are investing now. So this has really opened the investment climate for many foreign investors which were blocked.
Sharma praised Ethiopia's resilient leadership and proactive diplomatic engagement, highlighting high-level visits by global leaders, including Narendra Modi, as a significant milestone in promoting investment and strengthening international partnerships. He also underscored Ethiopia's strong demographic advantage, noting that its large and useful population is a key asset for investment and economic expansion, and emphasized the important role existing investors can play in unlocking the country's vast potential.
Ethiopian leadership is very vigilant now. If we have seen recently the way the Ethiopian leadership has communicated with the global powers, like we have seen the visits of the premiers of the world powers, even including the Prime Minister Modi, which happened after 14 years. The existing investors can play a big role because they understand the country, they understand the culture, and they understand the international scenario also. They can really vouch for Ethiopia, and they can tell the international investors what care they should take when they invest in Ethiopia, so that investment becomes successful.
The investor further emphasized that Ethiopia's ongoing foreign exchange reforms are crucial in narrowing the gap between the official and parallel markets, enhancing transparency and improving competitiveness for investors.
The gap in the parallel market and the real market was very big before this foreign exchange reforms, but this has made the gap very close now. And also for the genuine players, who could not use the black market or the parallel market, for them it has given the level playing field now, because we can import on the same manner as somebody else can. So it is giving the competitiveness for the genuine players and genuine business companies. So it is really helping us out in that manner.
Indian investors are actively exploring opportunities in Ethiopia's reform-driven sectors and expanding economy, with the recent visit of Narendra Modi of India marking a key milestone that has elevated Ethiopia-India relations from bilateral ties to a strategic partnership, allowing both countries to collaborate and exchange expertise in industrial development and investment promotion.
All the viewers, you have been watching EBC English News. Now a quick reminder of the top stories. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed urges honesty and charity beyond Ramadan. And contestant political parties pledge free and fair election. Well, the viewers, that's all the news there is for now. Many thanks indeed for watching us. Bye.